Hoo, you know it's gonna be good when early on in the poll, they rated it finger guns. I like that this kind of horror movie is basically its own genre of someone who looks sad or does something and then is cursed and screwed with over the course of the movie and only has so long to live. In this case, it's about a therapist who witnesses a patient with a creepy smile committing suicide, and the curse is passed on, and she herself begins to see hallucinations and people, either strangers or familiar, giving her the creepy smile. So yeah, it's a bit of It Follows, also something like The Ring, a little Fallen later on, or Drag Me to Hell. This is a movie that does a fantastic job, though, of not being derivative, but really putting a lot of work into making this a pretty terrifying film, and standing on its own. The acting is especially top-notch here. Sosie Bacon is fantastic in it. And you spend a majority of the movie with this character, and the film does a great job of making you feel empathy and sadness for her as it goes along. It really is a movie that dives deep into its themes about mental health and suicide. As the more this takes over her, she gets more ostracized from her friends and her family and her fiancé, where her paranoia and anxiety sets in so deep, very few people believe her. It also forces her to confront her past with the mental health issues of her mother. The acting is all around great here, especially Kyle Gallner, which it was great seeing him back in something. He is very likable as her former boyfriend and cop who is the only one who really listens to her. It has a constant feeling of dread throughout it, as you're continuously looking in the background or waiting for something to pop up. There are a lot of jump scares, but for me, they were done well, as it's pretty much part of the plot that this thing keeps messing with her through the story. And they also felt like great payoffs for a number of scenes that are truly chilling. You'll even let your guard down too, as there will be some stretches where the demon isn't there, and then boom, there it is again. It isn't a perfect movie. There's maybe too many extended fake-out sequences, and even though there's context for it, it was trickery that happened one too many times. The movie also ends pretty much exactly how I thought it would. But with what is continuing to be a really great year for horror films, this movie is right there along with some of the best horror flicks of the year. I'll give it an A-, if anything, because it was definitely easy to come up with a title card for it, which have become one of my favorite parts of doing these videos. I've been going a little crazy with the photo face swapping. This may not look exactly like me, but it's like he's his own character on the show now. And if you think some of them are frightening, you should see the ones I don't use. Seriously, remember this one from Paws of Fury where I put my face on Jim from Blazing Saddles? Here's what it looked like with the first picture of Gene Wilder I put my face on. Oh god, that doesn't look like Blazing Saddles. That looks like we finally know what the director of Bat Pussy looks like. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone. Be sure to check out our other reviews for the week, and stay tuned because we'll have a review of Hocus Pocus 2 coming up, and we'll see you next time.